You know, one thing that's been getting really popular lately is hair jigs, and they used to be popular years ago, and now they've came back, and there's a couple of slight differences between a lot of them, and they all have their own different times that you need to use them. One of my favorite ones, this one's from Castle Baits, but most of the time when I'm throwing a hair jig, I'm throwing, this is a 5/8, you know, ½ ounce, somewhere in there, but I like a small light wire hook, because normally I'm throwing it on like 12-pound test line. It's kind of a finesse deal. You don't really have to get, you know, most of the time you don't have to get real nasty, you know, big line and big hooks and stuff. So most of the time throwing a smaller one. I do like to have some feathers in there, 4 or 5 inches long. That's typically the one I throw most of the time. Now if you're around some really big fish, I do carry some other ones. This one's obviously a little bit bigger. It's not really too much heavier. It's still like a 5/8 or maybe a 3/4. This one does have a lot bigger hook in it. This is if I think I'm around some really big fish. You know, it's just, most of the time though, I go with the smaller one with a light wire hook. You know, most of all of them, as you can see, have a 90-degree bend on the eye, and what that does when you jerk it up, it kind of wanders as it goes back down. It doesn't fall straight to the bottom with that little bit of tension coming off the top, so it looks more like a natural bait fish kind of swimming down. But that's basically the two kinds. Just, you know, one's a little beefier, one's a little lighter. Like I said, typically when I go to a hair jig, I've already run a crankbait and a swim bait and stuff through a school. So I'll go to this, and it's a little bit softer, gentler presentation, and sometimes it'll get you a few more bites.